Can somebody please explain to me how I am being forced to remove all this work that I put in to my front yard? Okay. Now, granted, true enough, it's a common area, but I had a bench to sit down on over there. You know, but all this rock and stuff. The reason why it's here, of course, that sidewalk over there is higher than this one, okay? And all the dirt and everything runs down towards my apartment, okay? So, and this drain leaks and spews water literally all the way from that pole to like here and sprays it. Well, this was just like all the other areas. You know, you see dirt. And then, if you look here, did you notice that lovely slope that rolls all the water and mud and everything rolls right down? And where's it go? Bam, right there. Okay? And I would, every time it would rain, and it rains here a lot, 10 months out of the year, it would all roll down the hill, roll down this way, and everything would collect 4 to 6 inches of mud the whole length of my apartment. So I said, if you're not going to fix the drain, and you're not going to fix the slopes, that everything comes into right in front of my door, and then it all ends up in my house. If you're not going to fix these issues to where it doesn't happen, then can I, and I'll do it at my own expense, can I fix the problem of the mud rolling through here? I don't mind clear water from rain, but mud is a whole different story. So he told me to sketch up a plan of what I wanted to do, and he would submit it to the higher up. Well, that's what was done. And they granted me the permission to do this. Because all this rock and everything else was done up high to where when it sloped down, the mud and everything stopped right there. Nothing came past there. Okay? So, the job was done correctly, too. If you see, there is 40-year weed barrier in here. There is a track that held everything into place. Okay? This was a very professional job because I do landscaping. Okay? Everything was even with the actual sidewalk. Okay? No, not anything raised above it. Okay? Perfectly matched everything. So now I have to have all this out by Friday. And I was told if I do not have all this rock and everything out by Friday, I will be receiving a for-cause for eviction notice. Okay? So, but now you have to remember that one, I'm living in HUD housing. I'm disabled. Okay? I have HIV positive. I'm HIV positive. I have blackouts. I have COPD now, thanks to them. And as you can see through the lovely skies that we have, that sun is shining completely fucking blood red. Okay? And if that doesn't get you going, I want you to look. This way's not so bad, but as you can see, everything around Portland is burning. Okay? Not just a little bit. Okay? Burning. I have COPD. And I've been told I have to have all this rock, all the blocks, all the pavers, everything taken out by Friday. Look at what I'm living in. With COPD out in this, trying to haul away all of the stuff that I was granted permission to put in to stop a problem that they not only failed to do, but couldn't get done. And now I have to rip it out. I have to haul it all away, to my client's house next door, because I'm reusing all the rock, which means I have to clean it all, everything else, before I can stick it in their yard. And all that. And then I got it wheelbarrow by wheelbarrow. I got to get all this fucking river rock that is literally 4 inches deep out of this yard by Friday, have it all cleaned in order to put it in their yard, so I don't contaminate their yard with shit from this yard. So I gotta clean all this. Okay? Now I had pavers here. I mean, I've already hauled about this much over there already, plus the concrete bench that I had sitting here. And I had to do it all by myself, all while in a nightmare scenario for someone with COPD. And I have to have it done by Friday. Everything around us, Mount Hood is burning. Spokane is burning. The coast, the mountains along the coast that makes this a valley is burning. Everything else, I cannot breathe. Matter of fact, I am so dizzy right now that I'm literally tripping over my own feet, and I need to go sit down over here real fast. But since 8 o'clock this morning, I have had to rip this yard completely apart and haul things like that stone right there, which weighs about 700 pounds, and everything else out of here using my dolly and strapping bungee cords and everything else, and then wheeling it around the corner into their backyard and everything else. And I was told that, and this is her exact words, was that I realized you were granted permission to put this in. But I'm revoking that permission. Can somebody tell me how you can revoke permission from the CEO of Reach, who okayed this because of the problems it caused with 4 to 6 inches of mud, and because they couldn't get this drain fixed and all that stuff? How do you revoke permission from years prior when what was you were given permission to do has already been done. This is beyond a ton of stone. A ton, I mean, well above. Okay? And it not only did it cost me a fortune, but now I have to rip it out. And so now I go back to the drainage problem that's going to create mud, this fucking drain that doesn't work, and everything else. And look at it. I mean, HUD's mission statement is about giving people a home that, well, giving them a place to live that they can make a home. And forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think I did that. I had a beautiful seating area with, concrete bench over there. I had, I mean, people could come sit at that concrete bench if they want to. Nobody sits out in the dirt areas of their yard. No, I sit here next to my door so I can breathe, because there's a nice breeze blowing right now, although it smells like smoke. But when it doesn't smell like smoke, I can sit here and all that. And because it was so beautifully decorated and everything else, it felt like a home. And I took pride in it because I was allowed to create it. And that is exactly what HUD's mission statement is, that low-income people, people with disabilities, can live within their means and create and have a home that they're proud to have. Okay? Does that speak pride to you? Does dead fucking plants, dead, literally dead fucking plants speak? I mean, look at that. And wax all this shit. I mean, these bushes are all dying because they put that ground cover that's in front of this tree. They put that everywhere. And because it was under big rhododendrons that are literally fucking dead. Dead. Okay? What says pride in that? But look at this. All dead. All that in there, all that brown stuff, all that there is a fire hazard. What are we living in right now? That's a fire hazard. You can't clean that up. And the thing is that we did have, and that's why all that other stuff was taken out. But look at, it's choking out the tree. Does anything say more dead than that? Look at that. Anything say more dead than that? And if that ain't to end all people, look at that. Look at that. It's so fucking heavy that it's falling over. And who's proud of that? Certainly not me. But then when you came to my space, it had a nice little bench here, rose bushes on both sides, all that. And you walked up on a tree that isn't anywhere near dead. Ain't anywhere near dead. Isn't anywhere near dead. I took pride in my yard. Who's taking pride in the rest of that? Who's going to take pride in the fucking mud pit that's going to be here when I'm done taking out this 4 inches of stone all the way across? Who's going to take pride in that?